English football has had great success in Europe in the 1970s and early 1980s. By the end of the 80s, English football had signs of falling. Years after the Heysel disaster, 1985, the stadiums deteriorated, the fans had to use poor facilities, a number of hooligans are many, and English football clubs were banned from playing at the European Football Tournament. Football League First Division is the highest league of England that was born in 1888. The number of audiences as well as sales of this tournament is lower than that of Italy's Serie A and Spain's La Liga. Some prominent English players move abroad to compete. By the early 1990s, the situation began to get better. England reached the semi-finals at the 1990 FIFA World Cup. UEFA, European Football Management Agency, lifted the ban on British clubs playing in European tournaments. Manchester United won the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup Championship a year later. Through a report in January of that year, Lord Justice Taylor made an offer to upgrade the stadiums. TV revenue also became more positive. Football League received £6.3 million in a two-year agreement, 1986. Especially, when renewing the new contract in 1988, the revenue received by Football League increased to £44 million for 4 years. The 1988 negotiations were the first signs of a breakaway tournament. As stadiums improve, both the audience and sales have increased. Top clubs once again intend to leave the Football League. At the end of the 1991 season, an offer was made to create a new tournament. The main purpose of establishing this new tournament is to make more money. The agreement was signed on July 17, 1991, by clubs of the highest level tournament of the time. Through this agreement, they established the basic principles of establishing FA Premier League. This newly established high-level tournament will be financially independent of the Football Association and the Football League. This tournament helps FA Premier League autonomy in the agreement of sponsorship contracts and television rights. London Weekend Television CEO, LWT, Greg Dyke, met with the representative of the Big Five of English football in 1990. This meeting was the cause of quitting the Football League. 5 clubs of Big Five also thought it was a good idea and they decided to implement this idea. However, the reputation of the tournament will not be high if it does not have the support of the Football Association. Thus, Arsenal's David Dye negotiated with the FA so they could accept the idea. The FA was not in a good relationship with the Football League at the time, so they regarded this idea as a way to weaken the Football League's position. In 1992, First Division clubs abandoned the Football League simultaneously. May 27, 1992, FA Premier League established a limited liability company that is headquartered in Lancaster Gate. That means the Football League ended 104 years of operation with 4 tournaments. The first season took place in 1992-93 and there were 22 clubs participating. The first Premier League goal was scored by Sheffield United's Brian Deane, and Sheffield United beat Manchester United 2-1. The first 22 members of new Premier League are Arsenal, Aston Villa, Blackburn Rovers, Chelsea, Coventry City, Crystal Palace, Everton, Ipswich Town, Leeds United, Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, Middlesbrough, Norwich City and Nottingham Forest, Oldham Athletic, Queen's Park Rangers, Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday, Southampton, Tottenham Hotspur, and Wimbledon. Luton Town, Notts County, and West Ham United were the 3 relegated teams in the Old First Class Tournament, 1991-92 season, so they were not allowed to attend the first season of the Premier League. In the mid-2000s, a group known as Big Four became famous. This group includes Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Manchester United. From 2002 to 2009, they dominated the first 4 positions and then they are allowed to attend the UEFA Champions League. Especially, Arsenal won the championship and they didn't have to lose a match in 2003-04. This is the only time in the Premier League. Since 2009, the structure of the Big Four has begun to change. Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester City are in the top 4. Only Arsenal have continued to be in the top 4 for all 4 seasons, and they have never been out of the top 4 since Arsène Wenger took over the team in 1996. On June 8, 2006, FIFA requested all major European leagues, such as Serie A of Italy and La Liga of Spain, to reduce the number of participating teams. In fact, only 18 teams are allowed to participate in each tournament. All in all, the English Premier League is an extremely attractive tournament for football fans around the world. It is true to say that it is one of the most attractive tournaments on the planet.